I think we're live. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
This is Meet the Rebuttal for Monday, August 15th, 2016. I'm your host, Zero the Unwise, also known as Ed from Zero Plays Games. Crimson, what'd you do to your webcam? Or what did I do to your webcam?
Yeah, he's gone, dude.
What? I have done the things. I need to move Crimson around. I don't know what I did. Let's see if I can fix him.
Getting off to a good start there, bud.
Let's see if I can fix him. Hang on here. Let's just get rid of this.
There's no hope for me.
There's no hope for the Crims.
There is no hope. Let's just erase Crimson from our lives.
Yeah, just get rid of him. Just gone, man. Be
Everyone
gone.
else has.
You're fired. And then I will
Whoa.
I will add you again. Technical difficulties. By the way, guys, this is our first time that we're doing this from my apartment with two hosts. You can see us both right here. This is Jinx.
What up?
And Crimson's up above me right now, and I'm trying to get him back into the overlay where he belongs.
No.
Get in your hole.
Get out of there. We don't need you.
Get in your hole.
Fired.
You get in your hole. That I need to move up. No,
Don't quit playing with things, man.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I see that.
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so lost.
Thanks for the invite, Ed. See you tomorrow.
You're welcome. I'll put you over here. Dang it! I'll get it. I promise.
Hey, that's it. Quit playing. Hey, dude, you got this, man. You got this. Look at that.
It's been a while.
See, I'm in two places at once.
It's been a little bit.
I'm loving this.
And I still don't have you in the thing correctly.
It's just all of it. Well, not me. I mean,
Now
his
now
forehead's gone.
Now you're in frame, and Crimson's forehead's gone.
Here. Leave it here. I'll just move the camera.
There you go. Well, look at
There
him,
you go.
dude.
That's-
You should get a job doing that kind of thing.
Oh, that's better. Oh, and Linza's in the chat. Hello, not quite nerds. How's it going, NQN?
What up?
So, let's try this again. Welcome to the Meet the Rebuttal podcast for Monday, August 15th, 2016. I am your host, Ed from Zero Plays Games, known by the moniker Zero the Unwise, joined with my host, Crimson Rose of Crimson Rose Games, and our guest host, my good friend of more than 10 years, Jinx,
What's up?
future creator of awesomeness.
Future and now.
And now.
You just can't see none of it. It's still in creative mode.
Yes. And we have a great podcast set up for you guys tonight. The first topic, it's been a hot one. And I kind of want to put it off just for a little while until we can get some more peoples in here. What do you think, Grim?
Let's go with one. Let's do it in reverse.
Do it in reverse.
Do backwards to front.
So we're going to talk about smelly butthole.
Kills me every time.
Am I doing this again? Of course, we're talking about South Park's new game.
Not my neighbor sitting next to me.
South Park's new game, Fractured Butthole.
That's just
2 words, 3 words. Fractured Butthole.
can't even imagine.
There has been a add-on device made for this game that allows users to smell farts in the game. They call it the Nosulus Rift.
So far, this is a maybe thing, but it looks like it's more likely to be real. But the main thing is, how ridiculous is this, and how is this like something we can expect in the future? Is this something we want in the future? Is this something we even want? I kind of want it.
Okay, now my question is, do you have to like buy refillable cartridges for this said device? Or where does the smells come straight from? Because I would like to know. And is it like, safe?
Well, you go to Taco Bell, and then you get a.
You can reload it at any public restroom.
Excuse me,
nationwide.
sir. Could you please, so I can enjoy this later? Thank you. Bean burrito. Got a good one this time, fellers.
You just hold out your Nosulus Rift and be like, "Excuse me, do you have any great poupon?"
Some great.
But how far is too far when it comes to this? I mean, we've been seeing video games come out with dongles, figurines and stuff like that. The new Pokemon Go app is supposed to have a Pokeball that you can throw. The keychain thing goes
that
around
just
your
don't
wrist.
sound safe.
I still haven't seen anybody that owns one. The last I heard was they were sold out, or there was some shipping order monstrosity thing.
Right.
We have DLC that comes with pre-sales and stuff like that. You get. When is it just? At what point is it just too much for? At what point is it not good enough for a game creator to go, here is our game? You don't have to include some crazy fart smelling device or a figurine or a t-shirt, some in-game code.
Right.
I mean,
They're going
Hey,
for
we
that
made a
shock and
game
awe.
that's good.
yeah. I mean, you play a lot of Xbox, right?
I used to, yes.
The last games that you bought, did any of them inquire or have a season pass?
Yes, almost all of them, yeah.
Season passes. Did you get anything free that came with the game if you ordered it early?
No, I believe so, but I never ordered it early enough for me to personally but I've heard or seen advertisements saying so.
Okay.
But with the Division, I bought that $120 package, and I got a whole bunch of stuff that I realized later on down the road there was this link that if you sign up through your email, you'll get half the stuff that I just paid for free, which is like skins, backpacks, different types of guns and stuff like that. And I was really upset with it, and just upset with the game too, because I only played it for like 12 hours and I turned it off.
Right, but how about you, Crimson? Did you get suckered into any pay more, get more free stuff lately?
Um, Lately, I don't think so, but I'm pretty sure I did. I can't remember the game though.
I can tell you mine. Mine was Dragon Ball Xenoverse. I pre-ordered through GameSpot. Or through GameStop. GameSpot's the other one. GameStop is the actual store, right?
Flip the letters around.
SPST. I'm dyslexic sometimes. Anyway, I
Selective.
went to the video game store and I pre-ordered, and because I was pre-ordering from said video game store, I got the Super Saiyan 4 wardrobe right from the go. And I ended up paying $120 for a game that was supposed to just sell right out. Not supposed to be available the second it releases. Kind of like Grand Theft Auto 5. Remember when Grand Theft Auto 5 came out? We'll get to that one too. But anyway, I get this clothing and it's a download code and I download it. And the next day, or the next week, it's on sale on their online store for like 25 cents. $60 extra for the game. And I got to wear it for a week with nobody else having it.
Just a whole week.
Grand Theft Auto 5 was the same way when it came out. You could get a 50 caliber handgun in the game for the $150. There were also other cars in Grand Theft Auto Online and stuff like that, but eventually they became saleable in the game that you can purchase with in-game money that you can win from races. So at what point is this? I mean, is there any other use for this nauseous?
Again, it's an interesting mechanic. If I'm playing a game by myself, I mean, I don't really care for it. I can't really think of another game this would even be fun using. Now, this would be an interesting stream to watch. Someone using a Nautilus with this particular game with foul smells. But besides that, I wouldn't even want to watch someone playing a game like, oh, I'm in a field full of flowers. Oh, I don't care to watch that.
Right. Like, oh, hey, I'm walking through the depths of hell. I mean, I could imagine it. Maybe. There's no other games that I would really like to smell.
I wouldn't want to smell a game, period, dude. Not at all. Like, not even a little bit, dude. I mean, just the fact of, like, I have a 5-year-old kid, and I'm not trying to smell that, let alone to be voluntarily introduced to fart smells to my
Right.
face, without
Yeah.
having to pay
Yeah.
for it first.
That is probably the real reason behind the nausea list right there. I'm still working on the pronunciation of it. I think it's nausea.
The nastiness.
The nausea list to cause nausea.
So we agree that we don't see the point of it. Would never want to use it, even in future circumstances. Again, I would like to see a streamer use it during this kind of game where it's foul smelling, but
I mean,
I could only see this being really cool if we ever get to the point where VR turns into full immersion games. At that point, go for it.
at that point, you might as well just put your head in a bucket, though, with a VR game. You've got your nose piece, you've got your eyepiece, you've got your headset. Pretty soon, you're gonna play like an underwater virtual reality game, and there's gonna be a rebreather that comes with that too. So you put that on. Next thing you know, you're playing virtual reality games in your bathtub or in a swimming pool. Just go outside, smell the flowers, guys.
Right.
Either that or get the Nautilus and put it on your buddy while he's asleep on your couch.
That's wrong.
That's the real point behind it, I will bet.
It's just all the gag thing, man. You know, big gagging spells.
But you can't, because Honey Pop. Linz wants to play, Honey Pop with a Nautilus. Kinky.
What is honey pop?
I'll tell you when you're older.
Okay.
All right, on to our second topic for the night. Movies. Why are they flopping in their second week? Is it bad movies or bad critics? Now, we all know about the big uproar, the hoopla, the thing. My nose itches, sorry. I cannot focus today. I'm not trying to derail this show at all.
Just do what you do, man.
I'm doing what I do. Yeah. I breathed some paint. It's a long story that we need. Anyway, I might have cancer now.
Boom.
Suicide Squad. We all stood by our inner fandom when critics came out and said this movie is absolute trash, or for the most part that's what they did say. Got it a 27% on Rotten Tomatoes, and we all stood by our inner fandoms and then our best friends fandoms and our internet friends fandoms when we all collectively went right over to Rotten Tomatoes and said, shut this site down, your critics are wrong, there's no way this movie can be that bad. And then, just to prove the critics wrong, the movie grosses $400 and something million its opening weekend. And then drops 67 points. 67% the next weekend and brings home like 40. What was it? Crap. What was it? 67% of 400 and whatever million.
Right.
$29 million the second week. 29 million. That's a huge difference. So, what is doing this? Because Warcraft did the exact same thing. Huge box office numbers the first weekend, second weekend. Batman vs. Superman did this. Huge box office numbers the first weekend, down 69% the second weekend. What is causing this?
Torrents.
So, obviously, I mean, well, that's probably part of it, but Sausage Party is over doing well, so whatever that word is.
Oh yeah, it's overpowered.
No, it's
Overperforming. That's
overperforming. That's why
that's right.
Suicide Squad is doing bad in the second week.
Yes, it's overperforming because, the animated movie that's for adults is not supposed to be performing as well as it is. Come on, guys. The teenagers from the 80s and 90s are growing up, man.
Yes. Well, I still find it hilarious.
That's the thing. That movie is made for us.
Yes.
I mean, you can put Margot Robbie in anything you want and throw in some Jared Leto and some Will Smith however you want it. there's only one way I could think of that combination performing huge numbers in the box office, and I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be rated PG-13.
Right. I feel like with Suicide Squad, the critics said it was a terrible movie. Fans went and saw it, and they said, it's a really good movie. However, it is very flawed, and we accept those flaws. So I don't know why it dropped off so much in the second week. I think it might have been, your hardcore fans saw it the first week, and they said, it's pretty good. I mean, it's not that bad. It's just the editing's terrible, and people decided, hey, you know what? I'm not going to go see it. It's probably not worth seeing in theaters. I'll pick it up at the when it gets to the DVD. I mean, I'm betting that's what a lot of people did. Same with Batman vs Superman. I saw Batman vs Superman. I loved it. I was the only one on the face of Earth that loved it. But and that leads to after the first week, people are like, I don't want to see this movie. World of Warcraft, I think, would be the same category. Your hardcore fans saw it, and it wasn't fantastic, so people didn't go back to see it a second week.
I thought the CGI in Warcraft was amazing. I personally love that movie. I've seen it 4 times. As with same with Batman vs Superman, I've seen it multiple times because I enjoy it every time I watch it.
Pete's Dragon didn't do that well either. It only made $21.5 million its opening weekend. That's not great. But then again, what's the other one that it was a kid's book?
The Jungle Book?
No, that one was beautiful.
That was a great movie.
It was a book. The BFG,
Tarzan?
the Big Friendly Giant.
Okay, yeah, that one just came to the box office and then just totally disappeared.
And that one tanked horribly. They're saying that is Steven Spielberg's biggest fail.
Well, that's a remake from like a 70s style of the same movie.
Yes, and Pete's Dragon is too.
Well, that's just that's our childhood type stuff right there, man.
We've seen. Why are these movies just failing so badly though?
I think the fan base is just like you said, getting too old.
Too old. We want that. We want fart humor. We want
yes.
We want fart jokes.
Apparently.
We want fart
dirty jokes. Yes.
We want fart jokes with no fart smells.
Yes. Or fart smells.
Well,
innocuous.
Well, look at it this way. Maybe it depends on the movie. Maybe it depends on the time of the year. Because Star Wars and Deadpool both stayed king of the box office for a ridiculous amount of time, record breaking for both.
Yes.
For how long they were number one.
Yes. But Deadpool, I'm going to say, we want fart jokes.
Hey, Deadpool delivered on the fart jokes.
It did. Hands down.
We need more fourth wall breakage, too.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. Bring down these walls. Mr. Director, tear down this wall. All right, I'm feeling a little bit better now. My headache's starting to go away. But yes, I put in an engine. This is completely podcast aside. I put in an engine, and then I test drove it. It was in a bus. And today it's been raining. The air's very thick. It's humid. I went for a drive. This engine has 14-something coats of lead-based, just toxic, nasty paint on it. So every red light I was sitting at and stuff, I'm just breathing all these paint fumes, and they slowly filled my bus. It was so bad that I made it 15 miles away from the shop that I work in and had to get out of the bus and lay in the parking lot of a store and just breathe deeply because I was so dizzy that I feared that I would end up hurting someone. And I've still kind of messed up from it. I've seen things, man.
I've seen things.
So back to movies and viewers. We're all in agreement. We can put this one we can put a fork in this one and call it done, that the viewers are growing up. So appealing to
I wouldn't agree, but
so you're not going to agree. So we got to go through this again, that the viewers are growing up, and instead of trying to appeal to our inner child, that innocence, we want fart jokes.
No, I wouldn't go that far, man. It's almost like enough is enough with these superhero shows, Like, I mean, I enjoy them as much as the next guy, but it's like it's all that's coming out now, and like I don't know, I'm personally losing my interest in it.
Right. There might be an oversaturation with the superhero. It may in Marvel is one thing, but DC on top of it might be another. Because the people that are really excited about this stuff is going to go see it day one. They're going to pre-show this day one. This stuff. Now everyone else might be like, you know what? If it's not solely Superman, I'm probably not going to go see it. Your people that aren't hardcore about it. So that's very much a possibility that it is an oversaturated market. Now, obviously, you'll probably have huge turnouts for a long time when it comes to when Thanos finally shows up in a movie.
Yes.
But yeah, I think it might be a little bit, especially like smaller names like okay, Batman and Superman, older people know who they are. They don't really know the Suicide Squad, even though it's super cool because it's
Right.
villains.
Right.
Super cool.
They're super good while being super bad. That's Zero's bad joke of the night.
I got that.
I should do the DJ air horn sound effect. No.
Lens has a point with them being formula basically the same. You're seeing the same thing over and over with different characters, which I will say Suicide Squad actually broke that a bit because it's not a superhero movie and you got to see a little bit of different stuff. But seeing so many Marvel movies, I'm starting to see a pattern.
Right.
And DC is they're sticking to the same. Not saying it's good. I'm not saying it's bad.
No. Like
But
I'll be seeing it tomorrow, so I'm not like most people. I don't like going into movie theaters where they're packed full of fanboys. I'll
that's
wait a
true.
couple
Like
weeks later, and then when it's like pedaled down to like 20, 30 people in the theater, be able to go sit and enjoy my movie without hundreds and thousands of people surrounding me shoulder to shoulder in costumes.
See, I'm that guy that's got to get up and pee every 10 minutes during the movie, so I'm like, let me know if I missed something.
But that's why I won't even buy a drink there,
I-
man. So I don't have to go to the bathroom during the
See,
movie.
I refuse to trip over fanboys in
Right.
the dark because, Suicide Squad broke the mold with the anti-hero movie, much like Deadpool did, but did fall into the we have to fit all the stuff into the movie curse. Now,
Exactly.
Anti-heroes aren't anything new, though. I mean,
well, we haven't seen a ton of them on the big screen.
we haven't seen multiple anti-heroes. I mean,
Which
Riddick, the Chronicles of Riddick,
Love that movie.
Pitch Black,
Love them.
that's an anti-hero.
Love all of
Those
them.
movies all did very well.
Well, I think part of it is I forgot my train of thought.
You forgot your train of thought done left that station. Anti-heroes aren't new. They only broke the DC mold. Yes, that's the thing. DC, as great as it is, the villains are supposed to be people that you hate. You're not supposed to like Lex Luthor and Superman. You're not supposed to. The Joker's the only anti-hero from the DC universe that I can think of.
I don't know if
Well-
Slade would even be considered an anti-hero. I think he's just a villain, but
Yeah.
he's the coolest villain.
Yeah, like that's the thing. The Suicide Squad, these are bad people that you are supposed to love, and I think Lynn's just nailed that right on point. Anti-heroes.
But I remember that what I was going to say with trying to fit all the stuff into one movie is Leto said that they cut enough Joker scenes to make an entire Joker movie. So that's just with one character. Like obviously they overshot this movie to an extreme. I think that what ended up being bad editing, one cause of it. But still, they can't put too much in there, and I feel like Marvel might fall into that with Infinity War.
Yes. All right, it is now 25 past the hour, and it is time to go on to our main topic for the night. Crimson, are you ready? I know you want to get it off your chest. Guys, girls, a new video game came out earlier this week. It was much expected. People loved it. It's about going to 18 quadrillion. That's 18 with 18 zeros.
Quintillion.
Or quintillion, that's it.
Get it right.
11 bajillion planets.
Plus 4.
More planets than you'll ever visit in your actual lifetime, I promise. Especially if you're sitting around playing video games instead of doing your math homework and eating your vegetables, because you're never going to be an astronaut that way.
Vegetables.
Yes, vegetables. Vegetables make you astronauts. Anyway, we're talking about No Man's Sky.
You mean No Man's Lag, No Man's Crash, No Man's Sky,
No
because
Man's
no one's
Buy.
playing it. No Man's Buy.
No Man's playing with you because it's only single player.
Even though it's multiplayer.
Yes. Yes. Up until about a month ago, the game was even tagged on Steam as a multiplayer game. We've seen pictures of multiplayer tags, the multiplayer emblem on like the store release for the PlayStation 4 being covered up with a single player sticker. Now, Sean, the developer of this game, and his group of people, his 15 co-workers that took his brainchild and made this, he never said until the game was out, until the game was on the shelves at the store, and people were taking it home going, oh, hey, by the way, this is absolutely not multiplayer. I know all them times that, I said, oh, well, if you really want to see what your character looks like, find somebody else in the game, even though I said them chances, and I said those chances of actually seeing somebody else in the game are going to be extremely rare, because the game's not freaking multiplayer. And yes, of course, it's a massively multiplayer online game. Nobody's ever going to see anybody, though. Nobody will ever meet anybody up. 24 hours later, 2 streamers are on the exact same planet in the exact same star system going, hey, why is it night for you and day for me?
Right.
Crimson Rose himself bought the game.
So yes, I bought the game, and I tried to play around with it, but my computer crashed at the title screen about 7,000 times, and yes, that's a real number.
7,000, guys. That's 18 with 18 zeros.
With But I'm not completely technically stupid, so I knew what I was doing. I changed some things, I added things, I went into the files and changed some things. And you know what? I found out in the very end the refund button works.
Hallelujah, refund button.
Hallelujah. Yep, the refund button currently right now is the best feature on the game on Steam. Yeah, Lynn says, I kept getting the Steam message, Crimson is playing No Man's Sky over and over and over and over. Yes. I saw tweets about that too. It was people saying, why am I sitting here on Steam watching this person is playing No Man's Sky repeatedly? And then somebody asked if there was an achievement for, opening the game 1,000 times. But that's the thing. We're not solely going to pick on No Man's Sky. I'm sorry it didn't work out for Crimson. It's working for some people, even though it's not multiplayer. And it's apparently after you realize in the 10th hour, what was the other review we were reading? Hour 10 of the game plays exactly like hours 2 through 9.
Yeah. It's repetitive, man. You're stuck in a Twilight Zone.
I mean, the best thing about the game is the reviews on Steam. Like, they are so entertaining to go through.
They are. You find a thumbs down every now and again. And if you're lucky, you might even find 1 or 2 thumbs ups.
Just all that was about the refund button, though.
But this isn't the first time. I want to get back to the multiplayer aspect of the game. And the fact that, yes, chances are very slim that anybody will ever see another player in the game. If you know the entire time that the game is only going to be single player, why don't you just say it upon release?
Upselling it, man.
I don't see how you thought you could get away with this. It's the internet. They're going to meet up, and they're going to meet up literally hours after the game releases. And I wish I could find this quote or whatnot. There's a meme going around that is like, so someone's asking him about wow, I'm so impressed that so many they met up. Well, about it completely blows my mind. It's like just completely
that's the thing.
Not answering it.
His tweet, that's right, because people are like, so is this what's up with the multiplayer aspect of the thing? What's up with the... And then he goes, I can't believe that two people actually met. The chances of that are extremely slim. It's like, it's going to happen, dude. There's 7 billion people on the planet. You just made a couple $100 million in sales.
Yeah.
In the last couple of hours. People are going to meet up. It's going to happen. We live in the technological world here. But this isn't the first time that we've been misled by video game trailers. That's my favorite right there. That's the one that burns me.
Yes, definitely.
When you're like so hyped for a game. Let me use Diablo for an example. Even though I love Diablo, I didn't when I first started playing it. I did not.
No.
The trailers for Diablo. Thunderous, huge cinematographic.
Cinematography, sure, we'll go with that one.
That's the word I'm looking for. Thank you.
Yep, that's what I'm here for.
Yeah. And Scion says dank memes. Yes, sir. Hugely eye-appealing graphics in these glorious scenes, and you get the feel that the game is a first or a third-person fighting game. You know, like an over-the-shoulder at best type thing, and the graphics are just amazing on it, and it turns out to be pixel crap that's teeny tiny.
Yeah.
And it's a hack and slash game, is what it is.
It almost looks like a point-and-click game.
But it's a beautiful game, but you get to thinking, oh, hi, Lazy Luke 97, by the way, welcome to the Meet the Rebuttal podcast. You get these misleading things where you get the game after you see all these graphics, it makes your skin crawl, you know, you get all goose pimply, and you're like, oh, I gotta play this game.
Final Fantasy 15.
And it's a top-down point and click. Final Fantasy 15.
Oh, can't wait.
Titanfall was another one where you thought it was going to be amazing.
Halo really did it in for me, this last Halo. The fact that they had this ad campaign going for months, all this extra stuff, these find the truth, seek the truth, all the like YouTube kind of series thing, all these like special things that built up, and it was probably the best campaign ever, and all about this. And you go and actually get the game, play the campaign, and it has nothing to do with what they said it was going to be about. I'm like,
right.
Just completely, I don't understand.
Somebody hit the clip button and gift that for me. I want Crimson just going. But yes, that's the thing. E3 earlier this year, I seem to remember being overwhelmed with emotion because it was E3 week, and this year I said, you know, I am not even going to want to talk about games that did not have a trailer with actual gameplay in it. Because if it looks too good to be true, 9 times out of 10, it is. Video game artwork is another one. You know, that's kind of going into the posters and things that you see at the store for video games that show it gives that false imagery.
Trying to sell a game and then not having those features or it not being what it was hyped up to be.
Mm-hmm. Now, vape in the camera. No.
He wants us to cloud out the camera.
No, we got other people that need to see us.
Because we're so pretty.
Do you think that No Man's Sky, in particular, is going to last long? Or is it going to be like another... I don't know, let me think of a game that I've played lately that's pretty much dead anymore. Dead Realm.
Dead Realm? I've never even heard of.
It was a hide-and-seek game. Syndicate's game. You basically play hide-and-seek. It's Ghosts vs. Humans.
Okay.
And a month after it came out... I have Dead Realm. I got it for Christmas. I tried to log into it the other night, and there was literally 2 people online in the entire world. It takes 5 to get a lobby started.
Oh wow.
It was kind of sad.
Right, and like one I feel like's going to happen is I feel like the NX is going to be like all these things that it was supposed to be. It's the Wii U Plus.
The Wii U Plus, yes. Like, that's the thing. Are we being duped? And why do we continue to be duped?
Because we want it to be true. Because they promise us all these things trying to get sales, and we want it to be true. Because it could be true if they want it to be true. It's not like they're saying far outlandish things that could not possibly be true, but
Like, why do we keep getting duped, especially by developer houses? EA, Ubisoft, Bungie. Why do we let them keep duping us? It's like, Activision.
Wow, you went there.
It's like, let's see here. The first game was good, but it wasn't what I was expecting. The second game was kind of like the first game, which also wasn't what I was expecting. The third game was kind of like the first and the second game, which wasn't what I was expecting. Hey, the fourth game's coming out. I bet you this one's going to be so much better. Why? Why do we keep doing this to ourselves?
Why don't we keep filling their pockets full of our unfulfilled dreams?
Well, that's the thing. No Man's Sky wasn't supposed to be like this. This is a small developing company.
Yes.
15 people total.
So much hype in it.
Brand new. Hyped.
they've had all these years. I can't understand for the life of me why a AAA game at a AAA price that has had years and years, including delays, cannot come out with a game that works. I'm not saying that's good, just works. Like every AAA title, the moment it releases on PC, does not work.
Well, did you have CSS 4.5? Did your computer meet min spec, or did your computer exceed min spec? I seem to remember that one too.
Yeah, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about just like I can't remember. Like that's why I love Nintendo. Is like, oh, this game that was supposed to release. No, we're not going to release it till it's ready. We're going to add stuff. Actually, we're going to make sure it works, and we're going to just add a ton of stuff. So I'm like, I'm good with that. If you delay your game because you know it's not ready, and you're going to even add stuff, I'm good with it. That means
that's the Nintendo approach. Nintendo doesn't release a video game until they are sure that it is good to go, which is why Nintendo releases so few video games.
Yeah.
But when they do, there's very little blowback.
I don't know. I wish they'd get off the cartoony graphics for my Zelda, man. Seriously.
Yeah.
yeah, I wish they'd go back to Twilight.
What if Zelda was a girl?
We're not going there. So some of the just flat out lies the gaming industry has told us, and I picked out a few.
Yes.
So Call of Duty Ghosts is the franchise's shift to next gen gaming.
Oh no. Wow.
No. It was Call of Duty Modern Warfare or Advanced Warfare or pre-Advanced Warfare. So I guess it is. Is the
Right.
the shift must be we're gonna go somewhat futuristic with tech that doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna skip a few that are kind of spoilery, but Duke Nukem Forever would be worth the 15-year wait. It wasn't.
Right. Duke Nukem. Yeah.
Dead Island is emotional and intelligent. It's a zombie
neither.
game.
It is neither.
It's a zombie game. It's not going to be intelligent.
It literally gives you breadcrumbs to follow too on the mini map. You don't have to do any problem solving in that game. Go here, kill this.
Right. All right. Here's the best one. This is in-engine gameplay every E3 conference ever. I mean, this is the actual game engine gameplay. No. Or are you running like some video graphics card that we don't even? Are you running like two consoles ahead of us that you haven't even released yet for another 7 years?
This is actual video. This is actual in-engine gameplay. Now, mind you, we're running a highly customized motherboard with 9 processors and 18 Titan X's in SLI.
So another one was Titanfall will kill off Call of Duty, and this is from the developers of Titanfall. This is what they were hyping it with: is oh yeah, it'll kill off Call of Duty.
Oh,
No,
here's one outside of your list, Titanfall 2, which was from this year's E3, that's supposed to be going through a huge beta very soon, is not getting a PC beta, which is something that they did say, hey, PC gamers, if you're tired of playing The Division.
Yeah, yeah, 3, 4, 5 months ago.
right. Thief won't be dumbed down for casuals. It very much was.
Yes, Thief was, wow. There wasn't even...
This this is probably one that blames Nintendo, but brain training will make you smarter.
brain
This is
training.
this is all Nintendo's their brain training games that don't exactly make you smarter in the least.
Yeah.
If anything, it does the opposite. This is one I actually remember, and I thought about, maybe I should get this game, but Watch Dogs will be the reason to own a next gen console.
Watch Dogs?
Yeah, I remember them saying that.
I do too. That was E3 2014.
Oh, E3, there we go. So all that to say, unless I come across a hugely amazing one. Oh, well, this one. I remember this one being said. All your choices will matter in Mass Effect 3. No.
Ubisoft claimed that Assassin's Creed Unity would be delayed if there were problems. I seem to remember character models rendering in that you could visibly see, like they wouldn't be there and then they would be there. Character models that would spawn without faces.
Oh, wonderful, man.
Invisible
Right.
walls? Yes.
I've got 2 more. Spore will have a huge universe with plenty to do. That game died a long time ago. And then I think No Man's Sky is now taking the king of all lies besides E3. But this one, Destiny will keep gamers busy for 10 years. That's what Bungie had.
Oh God.
That's a quote. That is a quote
Wow.
from their developer.
I personally never played that game, but all my friends have told me about it, that they were done in like less than 12 hours.
See, I know some Destiny streamers, but they're like competitive Destiny players. They play Destiny because they're good at it. The game is so grindy that they're good at it. They have the rhythms down. They know the patterns.
They got it down to a science.
Exactly, and they compete and make money off of it. Will they be busy for it in 10 years? God, I'd hope not.
I hope there'd be something better out there in 10 years, especially the rate
Right.
that these games are going.
So Linz has a point with with developers lying to us, hyping a game for years and years. It's almost ready. Oh, we're going to cut it.
What
Yeah,
about
we know
what about the lie that we're getting outside of video? If we go outside of video games, what about the lie that consumers were told about the Xbox 360 that every single one would be a dev kit?
Yes.
Call Microsoft, show them your license, show them a prior work, then they will unlock your Xbox to become a dev kit. Like,
So back to why do we keep falling for this?
what?
Like why do they keep lying to us, and why do we keep falling for it?
Because we have hope. I mean, I'm tired of getting taken. That's why I'm playing more indie house games, because I know they're indie. They're probably going to be bad.
Well, indie games, they tend to be not great, but someone poured passion into it and not like, oh, I got to meet this date.
Right,
Right,
exactly.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
it's their thoughts and dreams into their video game, not just oh, we got to release a second one or we got to get this out by this deadline.
Right.
Right.
Oof. So, do you think No Man's Sky is going to survive? How long do you think this game's going to be active?
Got to give it another month or two.
Another month or two? I'm going to say it'll be around, depending on how fast they start releasing updates and whether or not they implement multiplayer. I think the game's got a shot if they implement a multiplayer in.
If they just do like lobbies, or you're able to make your own clans or something like that, that would be cool.
See, I mean,
Make it a space aged RuneScape.
yes.
That I would love that.
Yes.
See, that's the thing. It needs to be an MMO platform.
Yes.
You're exactly right on that one.
Because as boring as RuneScape seems to look, I was addicted. I've broken so many keyboards over that game.
Right.
But if that's what I was kind of looking forward to, like the whole going finding materials and stuff like that, I'm into it. I can dig it. But the whole but it has to be multiplayer. It has to be because I mean
Exactly.
like earlier like last year I was playing RuneScape and I was able to do those clan stuff and it brought me back into it when I'm sitting there paying to play it monthly again. So
Right.
Right. See, if they were added DLCs such as like, oh, we're going to do semi-multiplayer, you're going to be able to build your own houses, basically completely terraform, like build like
You're going to be able
they
to
need
build things. You're going to be able to
build
leave a
any
mark.
like right now you can't really build much of anything. You can't like build a fort. You don't have like if they were to introduce, okay, there's a new on this date of January 1st, there's going to introduce a new enemy to the universe that is hostile to everyone, that will destroy planets and whatnot. But as a collective, you all have to work together to defeat it. Now, I could dig that.
yes,
See,
But
I seem to remember being very hyped during the Minus the Rumor stream, which is on Thursday nights at 9 o'clock, by the way, guys.
plug.
Get so plugged right now. But I seem to be very hyped I was very hyped to be able to buy the game and join like a raiding party.
Yes.
You know,
Yes.
I saw this vision of grandeur, or I had this vision of grandeur for, shipping lanes with, I want be, I want to be that guy that's flying around in a junk heap ship, but I've got a laser cannon on it.
Right.
And, I'm going after Crimson, who, very business minded as he is, owns a very, very nice ship. And it's full of cargo. And he's going to this planet system, and he's dropping goods off to other players that have been mining resources and stuff so that they can trade for the things that he's got to sell. And you get into the game and it's like, oh, my ship has crashed. I better fix it.
like you could very easily have, an in-game economy that it builds itself, just kind of no rules, kind of it builds itself, people band together. I mean, you have a limitless opportunity here, just but with a game that's broken. And did they think ahead to code in stuff to be able to do this stuff? So
Now, there have been reports of people data mining the game already.
yeah.
I'm going to leave that one for MTR to discuss. But there are goodies hidden in the game, but I don't think it's anything you're going to care about. And Lynn says, Lynn's, not quite nerds, has said, No Man's Sky, dead by Christmas, if no multiplayer.
Hands down, definitely.
And then she says, maybe No Man's Sky will go the way of Evolve. And by the way, for those of you that don't know, Evolve is that 4-on-1, 5-on-1 game. And it's now free to play. It was
That was super hyped.
It was super hyped. It had its own esport event surrounded around it.
I tried it. I didn't like it.
4 versus 1. It's only fun if you're the bad guy, and then you're the enemy, and then the weapons in it are so OP.
Yeah.
4 versus 1, free to play.
So No Man's Sky has potential, but right now it is completely where it's a paperweight.
It's dead in the water, yeah.
Yeah. Now,
And this is not only I rag on it a little bit more. Not only,
He
was
likes to
it
rag on him.
I want to rag on it. Not
Okay.
only is it delayed, $60, it's broken, runs on barely nothing. If you can run it, the frames are so low, it's ridiculous. Okay. 18 quintillion planets. I'm okay with this. However, it's procedurally generated, and I've been told by, the entire Steam review, that after a couple hours, you can see, or less, you can see all the formula for the procedurally generated. Once you've seen a couple water planets, you've seen them all. Once you've seen a couple of kind of the deserty planets, you've seen them all.
That's
So
sad.
yeah. So it's like you have all these planets, but the algorithm is not
Great.
great. So
So instead of having multiple biomes in multiple planet types, you've just got multiple planet types. So the only
right.
thing
And
the only thing you're getting different is the planet size.
Size.
right, and
Maybe
I
there's a
heard
waterfall here instead of over there this time.
right, and I heard that there were other issues, like it came out without a certain program attached to it because it was built on such an old program. Because that's the thing, this game is built. They started building it on such an old program, and it's been worked on for what, 4 or 5 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lynn says they may have not borrowed
May or
code.
where did you get this source from, Linz?
Yes, where is this source?
Sorry if Crimson just flashed away from the stream for a
He's
second
not
there.
sorry.
I'm totally sorry.
He's not even close to being sorry.
I am so
He
sorry.
nudged me and said, "Watch this."
Uh-huh.
The no. Ah.
Sadness. 99.9% of the planets in No Man's Sky.
Yeah, 99.9% of the planets will never be discovered. I was just reading something last night too. I can't even remember where it was from. I need to start writing down where I'm reading things, or at least bookmarking the page. There's giant sandworms that were shown in the trailer for No Man's Sky.
Yeah, I remember those.
Nobody has found one yet, and nobody has found it in the code for the game. They might not be there.
Oh, they're digging in it that deep, huh?
Yes.
I just like I it just fat I just I can't understand how you could say in a quote, and I found these quotes earlier that basically saying is there multiplayer? Yes. Can I hurt other Now this is taking a step further. Can I hurt other players by, shooting them? Yes.
Yes. Yeah. It's yeah. Like I have to imagine that he's
Rolling in his money, laughing as it slowly dwindles away through Steam refunds.
yes. Boy, do you think he's sitting there keeping a watchful eye on his bank account too, going, yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 no. You don't buy any large purchases right now, Mr. Murray.
Unless it's to the Philippines.
Right. No man's lie. Well,
So in the future, why do we keep falling for this? So in the future, don't immediately buy a game from this developer or Bungie
don't
or EA or Ubisoft. Just kind of wait after a week.
or Activision.
Or Activision. Those are like the big ones that I would recommend waiting a week.
Yeah, you can pretty much always trust a Bethesda game because
I was about to go there.
even if it is bugged, it's beautiful.
Oh, gorgeous.
It's got gorgeous flaws.
Oh,
It's
God.
got the flaws that you're like, that's,
I'll work around
it's
this.
like that's broken.
Right.
That's broken as hell, but I want to see it again.
Right.
Right, and that's the thing. They only put out a game a year. Really, it's like we either going to put either a Fallout or a Skyrim or a Doom or another big title. It's like they only have a few titles too. They don't have like 27 titles.
Right, right. So, I mean, you can pretty much trust a Bethesda game.
Always loved Bethesda.
But, yeah. Yeah. I think that's about all we've got for time, though.
Yes.
And, Jinx, I want to say thank you for being here tonight.
Hey, I appreciate you having me, man. It's been fun.
And Crimson,
Yep.
thank you for joining tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you come back, follow us here on Twitch.
Click it.
Click the heart. That's all you got.
Just gotta love it.
Click the heart. And you'll get an email, unless you have the notifications disabled, when we go live again. It will be Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Minus the Rumors, where your news matters, minus the rumors.
Just give me those out there.
Be sure to also look us up on YouTube, link in the description below.
Right down there.
That's where you're going to see on Thursday Crimson's Minus the Theater, which is the MTR's movie reviews. Also, check out our Facebook. Link should be in the description below. And
We have a website.
oh, yeah. Or go to our website, too, minustherumors.com. And there you will see a link for our secret project where we love Crimson so much that we're trying to send him thousands of miles away
Get rid of them.
to San Diego. Go get you some smog. No, seriously, guys, Crimson, you want to tell them about it?
All right, so as co-owner of Minus the Rumors, I'm trying to go to TwitchCon. TwitchCon is, guess what, the streaming platform that you're on. That's their yearly conference that they hold. This is going to be their second year of doing it. It's a huge deal. I'm trying to go to represent Minus the Rumors. I'll be networking, meeting people, interviewing people, doing all kinds of stuff to helpfully get Minus the Rumors ball rolling. This is kind of a make or break thing for us, so I would highly appreciate if you go check it out. Go, one, like it, because there's a little heart thing. But two, if you could, the most important thing is if you could share it. That would be huge. But if you want to donate, I would be very happy because I'd be very happy. But so donate, share, like it. This helps me fly out there, stay there for a few days, and all kinds of things. There's little rewards, so we'll do like a shout out for your name on certain one thing, and then a live stream shout out, and then your name will be on the website somewhere, and then yeah, so that's a thing.
Yes, it is. I know that I've donated.
I'm about to donate.
I know. Well, let's see here. We do have donators. Linz Williams. Linz, thank you so much. My little brother.
I see that, Adam.
You know, guys, go check it out. And yes, seriously, a share helps greatly. It really does.
Just a little click of a button.
You can share it. You can tweet it. Look at that. Boom. Tweet it. Psh, get so tweeted right now.
Something is technically wrong.
I'm sorry, Linz. I didn't mean it. I won't throw your last name out there again like that.
Bro.
Bro. Sis bro. Sorry.
She just said, take it.
But that's all the time we've got, guys and gals. Make sure you keep an eye out for Jinx. I'm sure once he gets up and creating content and doing awesome things for you to see, you'll probably see me promoting him as well.
Right on.
And maybe he'll be back one of these weeks too. You never know. I mean,
Stay tuned. We'll find out later.
He's very smart. He's very smart when it comes to this kind of stuff. Well, no one's gonna think it is, says Scion. Oh, okay. All right. Later, guys. You have a good night.